And we are live. Pretty wild. Episode 1. Thank you guys for tuning in. Respond if you please. Inside the Produce Studios here in Corpus Christi, Texas. I don't know if I'm too far. I'm too close. But we're getting into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for my co-host being here, Trey. Give it up for Trey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Actually, he's a visitor. We're going to use that term a
visitor.
lot. Visitors. Also, big shout out to Corpus Christi Originals Podcast and Podcast Network, Jesus and the gang, the whole team, for putting this together. We're super excited to be here. Let's just talk about the podcast a little bit, right? People ask me why I'm doing this. Basically, it's just want to get my voice fine-tuned, I guess that's what you want to say. The more you talk, the better you do on stage as a comic. So something I've been wanting to do for years. I've talked to Trey about this, about being on a podcast, and like ran ideas by him. I run ideas, a lot of ideas through Trey. He's a good source of, I guess, information or something. He's my test dummy. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, so I've been wanting to do this forever. I like the whole. I started digging for a podcast name. The whole respond if you please. I think it fits well with a lot of stuff, right? Number one, the fact that I am a Christian, right? And I pray a lot. And praying is basically just talking to the Lord and hoping he sends you a response, right? Sometimes it's a response we want. Sometimes it's a response we need. Sometimes that response isn't what we want, but it's usually in truth and love, right? So that was one reason. And then also because, like I said, if you didn't catch the introduction podcast I did with Corpus Christi Originals, I just like aliens. It's fun. I think it's fun to believe, and it keeps my mind occupied, right? Looking for stuff and seeing stuff and just wondering what if there is, if there isn't, just keeping an open mind, open perspective to the fact that we are just, I honestly believe we are just visitors passing through, right? I believe that we are celestial beings in earth suits, however you want to put it. I mean, I believe that one day this body's going to rot away and our soul or our inner man is going to go back home to where it's supposed to be. So with that being said, let's get into it. Like I said, my very first visitor, one of my best friends in comedy and in life now. I'll give it up, everybody, for Mr. Trey Armijo.
Ooh. So yeah, my name's Trey Armijo. No, thank you for having me. That was like, cause you've been shooting me messages for like, I don't know, a couple months now about just being on a podcast. And I was like, cool. I didn't know it was going to be your podcast. Cause it was like, oh, and then you're like, hey, you want to do it? Like episode 1. And I was like, wait, I'm the first? Like, dang, like that's cool. So I'm honored. So thank you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking too hard into it.
I'm an overthinker. I'm a big overthinker. Yeah, no, it's cool that, how we met, in the comedy scene and whatnot. Been doing stand up for 10 years. Yeah, I love it. I started getting into it, I don't want to say comedy is like early age, but I was in theater, middle school, and I've always liked the center of attention. And
get in trouble?
Yeah, I got written up a couple times.
Yeah, I think we all have.
I remember my baseball coach got a little slip from a teacher that says Trey's trying to be funny in class, and he's disrupting. So when he got that, he was like, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just keep running laps until you find a joke to make me funny?" Man, dude. And it worked. And I ran 1 lap, and he was like, "How many did you run?" I was like, 1. He's like, "Go give me 9 more." I was like, "Dang."
Yeah.
But
Trey's also one of the only guys. Not only, I'm sure everybody can do it, but Trey's been brave enough to actually step out and do clean comedy with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Trey, I need 12 minutes, 15 minutes of just strictly clean.
Yeah.
Can you hang? And he's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, but at first, I was
scared.
Yeah.
I was scared because you said clean, and then you were, just no cussing. So I went to open mics and just practiced my jokes because none of my material is really dirty.
Yeah.
It's just my natural language.
Yeah.
And then, you asked like, hey, like, can you do it and go practice? And I was like, okay. And then it was at the show, and afterwards everyone was like, God bless you. Like, you're so funny. Like, God bless you. And I was like, am I dying? Like, why is everyone blessing me? And then you were like, yeah, these are all my church people. And I was like, dude, you should have told me that before.
And I laugh when you say my normal language, because you're like, I mean, you talk about in your gigs and you say, I'm an electrician. So everything is like effing screwdriver,
Yeah,
effing ladder.
When you
like,
work construction,
yeah.
I always tell people there's when you work construction and you're in the military, like those two things, like you have foul language. You're just used to it. You're not offended by things. Nothing hurts you because I've been yelled at. I've been, cussed at. It's just, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah. And like, so stand up, when did you start stand up? What year?
Oh man, what are we? I guess 2015. I guess because I had a Snapchat and I was doing Snapchats right all day long, like when I should have been working. And but I'm doing this. I was trying to be like an influencer before like TikTok was cool, like or before it even came out. I was already doing that, making little things on Snapchat, and like I had a bunch of followers. Started with like 10, and then it got to like in the hundreds, and like most all my friends and stuff. But then I had like some people tell me like, me and my husband lay in bed, and instead of watching the news, we watch your 5 minutes of Snapchat, and you're hilarious and this and that. And so somebody reached out to me, Nino B reached out to me, and he called me and he was like, hey, go to my comedy club when he was over here.
Yeah.
And it was Chuckles downtown.
Yeah. Shout out to Nino.
Yeah. Shout out to Nino. Thank you, Nino. And so he brought me out there and I did an open mic, and it went well. I had that day, like I felt the love because, and I still do, of course, but like I had a table there of like 20 people. And people were like texting me like, you're going to do it tonight. Okay, cool. Let me find a sitter. And one of my buddies, I told him, I said, dude, like you don't need to find a sitter. Like you got 3 kids, like this and that until Thursday night. And he goes, no, dude, he goes, I've known you for all my life. You're one of the funniest guys I know. Yeah. I want to be there for your first time on stage. So
yeah. And I mean, I can vouch for that. I mean, what you're saying is that whenever I've gone to go see you, I'm like, dang, this room is packed. Yeah. Like Trey's got a following. So shout out to you and like all the people that support you, because if your name's on the bill, like I look around and dude, there's a ton of people, man. It's really good, man, to see that like a local person has that much support, and you're not. I haven't seen you like how do I say, overextend yourself in the scene to where you're like, to where you have everyone coming out for every single show. Yeah. I've always noticed that you're super selective. Like, all right, I'm on this one, I'm on this one, I'm on this one. And then boom, okay, this is a big one. Like everybody come out. Yeah. And they do, bro. Like, yeah. Like I'm very selective. Like if I'm going to go do open mic, like people are like, oh, I want to go see open mic, but I'm like, it's just for 5 minutes. Like wait till I'm on stage for 20 minutes. Wait till I'm on stage for 25 minutes. It's kind of like you don't want to tell anybody like, oh, I'm going to the gym. Mm-hmm. I'm going to the gym. You want to see my muscles? Yeah. Well, I tell everybody that. And I show them sometimes. But yeah, no. I've noticed that too, man. I've noticed that you have a big support group, which is awesome, dude. I mean, I do too. Shout out to my people. But also your group of crowd. Every time I go out, it's like, dang, Trey's got a legit like following, and that, I mean, in comedy, dude, it's important. Yeah, especially in town. I was born and raised here in Corpus, so I mean, I know everybody in town. I wouldn't say that too loud. Oh no. Yeah, so I mean, and I don't ever want to leave. I love the city. I lived in Austin for a year, and I was like, what am I doing here? Did you wash your hands? Yeah, dude. As soon as I got there, like I missed the saltwater. Like I love fishing, and I tried fishing over there in the Lake Travis, and I had the same worm for like 4 hours, and I'm like, this sucks. Here you could throw a piece of fajita meat on a hook, and you're gonna catch something. Yeah. So a toxica. Yeah, toxica with fajita. Toxica. I don't even know how to say it. Is there a tortilla with it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, but no, that's super cool. And yeah, 12. What did you say? 10 years? 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. It was like back in like July, and yeah, I've been just doing it since. Like it's a hobby. I don't have time. I got a full-time job as an electrician, so like I can't be going to gigs and on a Wednesday knowing I have work on a 7 in the morning and this and that. So it's kind of hard for me. So it's just like every time somebody asks, like, hey, you want to do the show? Like, cool. Like, I'll set time, but it's got to be like, give me some time. Yeah. No, I'm the same way, bro. I'm the exact same way. Trey went to Ray High School. He's from Corpus Christi. Yeah. He's got a story he's going to tell here in a second about an incident during what was it during
baseball practice?
Oh snap!
Yeah.
How'd that go? So hold
Oh.
on. You believe in aliens?
I do believe in aliens. I
He took a deep breath.
yeah, I do. I like, yeah, because I believe that, you know, I watch Ancient Aliens a lot, like at night, and like I've probably seen like every episode.
I've never seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to. If you're an alien believer, dude, you gotta watch it because there's some stuff that they
I just
put.
can't deal with the guy.
Oh, the dude with the hair.
The host, yeah, the
Oh,
host with the hair.
yeah. No, I mean, dude, there's some stuff on there that is absolutely nuts, and yeah, so I was like, man, like it's cool. And I've always believed like that movie Contact with Matthew McConaughey, and I think it's
Is it Contact or
yeah,
Interstellar?
Contact. No, there's a movie. He's Matthew McConaughey, and oh my god, I can't forget. I don't know that girl's name. It's not coming to my head. But no, she's a famous actor too.
I think I've seen that one.
And,
Where he's like, it's like the time warp deal.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
she said, yeah. And then and yeah, like what he tells her is like, if we're the only ones out there, like that's an awful lot of waste of space. And it's like, yeah, because like it never ends. Contact.
Oh no,
there
no,
you
I
go.
haven't seen that one. I'm thinking of Interstellar.
Yeah, what's her name? Jodie Foster. There you go. Yeah, that's a good movie. And dude, you haven't seen that one?
I haven't seen.
Oh,
Contact.
dude, you got to watch it. It's so cool.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, and yeah, so that movie, like really kind of opened up my eyes. Like, yeah, like it's right. Like if we're the only ones out there, like, you know, and I believe in God too, you know, but maybe God tried on other planets first, and now there's like,
Or what if God did on other planets?
yeah, like
I'm just saying.
he tried something over here. There's probably a planet full of dogs or something, you know. Like, hey, cool, and they're all happy, you know.
And
then
we're the
he's like,
pets?
yeah, and we're the pets.
We're the
Like, yeah,
pets.
exactly.
That'd be wild.
They're picking up our poop, you know. So yeah, it's like yeah, Contact is a good movie.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
That's just comment on. We're reading comments. Holy smokes!
Dang, there's
I feel
people
official
commenting
now. Armando Raul Cantu says Corpus will always have a special place in my heart.
Absolutely.
Also, Slow Roast Podcast. Have y'all watched Ancient Apocalypse? It provides a great hypothesis as to some things we credit aliens with here. I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
And then Jesus says Contact. Good movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm the only one that hasn't seen.
Yeah, you got to watch it. But yeah, so that movie really kind of opened up my eyes to it, and then like I started watching, you know, anything UFO sightings. Like I'm there, you know, like I'm interested because I want them, you know, I want them to be like, I want to see them. Like before I die, I want to meet one, you know, just to say, like, just tell them a joke.
Yeah.
You know, see if they know.
Yeah. So, right, high school.
Yeah. So okay, so this
Baseball
was I think I was a junior in high school. This was 2003, and we had baseball practice, and I'll never forget because it was cold. It was cold. The clouds were low. The lights were on. It was a nighttime game or nighttime practice, and so they had the lights on, and it was fun because we were catching pop-ups off of the machine in the outfield, and the ball would just go up in the clouds, and you couldn't see, and you're just like, where's it at? And then you're waiting, and then next thing you know, the ball's like, 20 feet over there.
Yeah, and you have to sprint or pull your glove up super fast or have your glove up already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like fun. So I'll never forget. And then all of a sudden you start hearing this like humming noise in the sky, like a little zzz type of deal. And we're like, what the hell?
It wasn't a humming noise, but it wasn't like drone blades.
No.
Which back in the day,
Yeah, they didn't have
there were no
drones back
drones,
then.
first
Yeah,
of all.
Yeah.
But
I'm
the
old.
drones you can hear like
Yeah, you can hear that little
propellers.
buzzing. Yeah, no, this was like a nice.
And as an
hum to
electrician,
Well, I wasn't an electrician.
I know,
at the
but
time,
as an
now.
electrician now,
That's when a breaker's going bad. It has that.
breaker's going
You need to
bad.
change that. You need to change that right now.
but you've heard that sound,
Yeah.
or something similar to it in
Yes.
your line of work.
Yes.
So like that.
No.
Oh, it's a motorcycle.
No.
My bad. Dude, you imagine if it was.
I would have gotten to the table, dude. I was just kidding. Don't take me. Don't take
Man,
me.
dude, I hope they picked that up on the mic.
Yeah. So we're there, and you hear that humming noise, and all of a sudden, like right above the field, these 3 lights just appeared. They're red lights shaped like a triangle, and everybody just stopped, and that thing hovered over us, and then
Who's us? How many of us
all
were out
the
there?
baseball team.
What position were you at?
We were all in the outfield, catch pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, it was just normal, and then it just like stopped for like a good 5 seconds and then just like moved and like went away. And we were like, what the hell is that? Like, okay, whatever. Like, we live by the base. So could have been something military, you know, whatever. And so we didn't pay much attention to it. And then I was telling one of my best friends about it, and he was like, "Dude, my brother-in-law is a cop. He said they had like 20 something phone calls of a UFO sighting on airs in like Castores area." And I was like, "Well, hell, we were off of Castores." And so the fact that they had all those phone calls saying they saw something in the sky, I was like, that was definitely UFO.
Yeah.
And so the noise that it made, I tell people this, the noise that it made sounds like the way the electric vehicles, like the Teslas, like back up or they park like themselves, and they have that like high pitched humming like sound to it.
Toyota Sienna, the greatest vehicle ever made.
Dude, so whenever I hear those vehicles backing up when I'm like walking somewhere in a parking lot or something, I hear it, I'm just like looking up at the sky, like, oh my God, they're here.
You're traumatized.
Like, yeah, I'm traumatized, dude. It freaks me out every time. And it's so that was a big deal.
And everyone saw it.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I've had like 2 other ones where, I don't know, it's nothing like that, but.
Are you always looking in the sky? Or
always looking in the sky. Dude, I have these, yeah, dude, I'm always looking up, dude, because I'm waiting, you know, and I have these badass binoculars that they're from the Border Patrol. And so, like, they are, like, you can see the craters on the moon.
Bro,
and everything.
I don't think you're supposed to have government issued binoculars, so
okay,
we can take that out.
We could take that out.
I mean,
it was a gift. Okay. But anyways,
yeah, they're the same ones that the Border Patrol.
You can buy them at Academy.
There you go.
You can. So I have these binoculars from Academy, and they're awesome, dude. They're really awesome. And yeah, so I was looking up one time, and there was like this star. And this star was like flashing, just like a flash. And then I'm like, what? And then flash. And it wasn't moving. And it's like flash. Like if that star was like taking pictures of us. Like it was just flash. And it flashed like a good 8 times. And I'm just like looking like, is it going to move? Because that's freaking me out.
Okay, so how far was this star?
I don't know. I didn't measure it. But I mean, it was in the sky.
Okay.
It was northeastern, western.
You think that was a satellite? Because I've seen satellites.
No, satellites move. Satellites rotate.
I mean, they move, but if they're stationary, we're moving, and the satellites actually.
Oh, okay. Well, because I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen like a satellite. You'll see like the satellite just like move. Like when you see the what is it?
Have you seen Contact?
There's that the space station. Like, have you ever seen the space station go over? No. Okay. Oh, dude, man, I'm gonna send you an app here in a little bit so you can have it, because the app tells you what star the name is and all that crap. And so cool. I'm always looking up. But yeah, when you see the International Space Station, it's a bright light and it's just zooming like in the sky, and that's exactly what a satellite looks like. But it's real dim, like a dim light. It looks like a star, but it's just like moving at a good pace. And then one time, so I saw the flashing star, right? And then this other time, I saw one of those and I thought it was a satellite. And it's just like going, and then it stops. And I was like, what the hell is that? It stopped and then it just goes straight up. And I was like, what was that? I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing drugs.
Why did you have binoculars at night for?
To look at the stars.
Oh.
Yeah, so with these binoculars, like I said, you can get them at Academy, but they're like $600. I'm not gonna spend that much money on binoculars, dude. But you'll see one star, and like you zoom in on it, and or you just look at it, and you'll see like 1,000 more behind it. Like for the naked eye, like you see one star, but with the binoculars, dude, you see so many behind it, and I'm just like, damn.
I need to borrow these Academy.
Yeah.
Goggles.
You will.
Yeah.
I'll lend them to you.
Night goggles, binoculars. Dang.
But yeah, no, I believe. Like I said, I hope they come get us.
I wouldn't say that, bro. And you said you had another one? You had 3?
No, those were I had a ghost one. I had a paranormal stuff. But this is a UFO conversation.
He's like, nah, we're not gonna still tell that one. Awesome. Yeah, well, 3. I haven't seen 1.
Really?
Yeah, I just see stuff on the internet.
You gotta keep looking up.
I see stuff on the internet, and people are like, don't believe what you see on the internet.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't, unless it's aliens.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, cool. Let's check it out.
Yep.
Awesome. We're going to read some News Force organization posts. So if you guys, New Force. It's the website's called newforce.org. And it's actually pretty sweet. You if you spot something like Trey did, what you can do is you can go on this website and you can post you can make a post of your sighting. So this is New Force UFO sighting 193199. It's got a case number and everything. The location is it says reported on 10/11/25, which was like last month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right. So it says reported 10/11/25 early in the morning. Number of observers 1.
Only one guy.
You want to read this one? Or you want me to read it?
I'll read it.
All right, cool.
Where's it at? So, see, how do I read?
Need your binoculars.
Location details. The objects looked like they were 3 miles high, possibly 20 miles ahead of me. The shape was a light white color, viewed from land, not from the ocean. And then I'm on the west side, looking towards the street. You can't be throwing gang signs, dude.
Sorry.
Elevation at 45 feet, or angle elevation.
40,
yeah. And so it says I was getting ready to go to the gym, show off, while I saw a bright light coming straight down from the sky and met with 3 others. I was in my driveway, walking to my car, when I noticed a bright light looked like it was falling from the sky. Then I slowed down and shifted to the right at the angle, meeting up with 2 other lights that reappeared, and all 3 left in sync. The 3 lights dimmed and disappeared. I stayed observing in the same general area where I observed 2 to 3 lights reappearing and then disappearing and reappearing in different spots in the sky as I pull up my phone, hoping I would get one appearing and disappearing. This event lasted possibly 15 to 20 minutes of just lights appearing and disappearing. Mind you, I do not get a lot of air traffic around my area, but when you see this with your naked eye, it obviously isn't any of our aircraft. I can't think of any aircraft falling straight down and coming into an immediate halt. And
so there's a video. Yeah. I don't know how good this video is going to be. I tried watching it earlier. So you see the dot and it's like hovering to the left side. And then he says that there were 2 other dots that were meeting up. I guess like they were going back and forth.
I saw one.
One for sure in the video. We'll post a link in the comments or somewhere on the page or after this episode is posted. Oh, there's the light again.
Yeah, it just popped up.
So it just popped up again. Waiting for the other ones.
Kind of standing still.
Yeah, it's just hovering, and it is. I mean, it looks pretty far away. Looks like it is early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was facing east, so that's where the sun rises to. So, the lights flickering, which is pretty wild. I mean, it doesn't look like an airplane.
Yep.
It looks pretty far too. That's the crazy thing about, like, if you see something today, everybody's got a camera in their pocket.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Now that we read this, because like you said, it lasted 15 to 20 minutes, and I watched this video, and he only recorded a little bit.
Yeah, it's only a minute and 30 seconds of the video.
Yeah. So I now remember the other story that I had where it was when we were working at Carroll High School.
We're right past.
Oh man, no, hold on, dude.
This
was interesting because it plays in the part of him because when we're about to clock out, right, and you see like this silver thing.
Yeah, it just disappears. It doesn't come back anymore, man.
Yeah, and it like you see this silver thing, and we thought it was like a balloon. You know, people like release balloons and stuff. Well, this balloon shaped thing was just going back and forth over there on Castores and Saratoga. Right by the new Carroll High School.
What year was this?
3-4 years ago.
So like 21, 22?
Yeah. And so, dude, like you see this thing.
Chinese spy balloons.
Dude, yeah. Okay.
That's what it
probably.
was.
But this thing looked like it was like twisting and like shaping. And dude, there was like 10 of us and we're watching it. And
this was in the day?
Yeah.
During the day?
Yeah. And it goes up. And then we're like, dude, it's probably a drone. And then it comes down. And then it goes to the right. And it's just like going everywhere. I'm like, dude, that's not a balloon. That's like being controlled. And it looked like it was like, shaping things.
Shape shifting?
And I tried to record it, but we looked at it for like 8 minutes. Like, just kind of like, what is that? And then it wasn't until like later you're like, oh, you know what? I should record it. So that guy was probably watching this stuff happen,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh wait, let me record it.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
your first thought isn't to like
To record.
like,
Yeah.
right? Unless you're, I mean, I guess, in the mindset of I record everything.
Yeah.
In general,
Yes.
especially you're walking out early in the morning. It had to have been before the
He's
sunrise.
going to the gym. He's probably
going to
all
the gym.
cracked out on pre-workout.
Yeah, he's all jacked up on pre-workout. Got
Yep.
his little shaker deal going,
Mhm.
ready to go. Got his arms out, guns out. And then he looks up in the sky and he sees dots and he just stops.
Yeah.
And
It
then he
like
sees more
mesmerizes
dots.
you.
Yeah, and then he stops again and he's like, "Oh, I'll take a video of it."
Yeah.
Then once he finally pulls out his
Phone shows over.
yeah, his video recorder, his
Yeah.
phone, it shows over. Yeah, it's pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read the second one. The second one, this one's super cool. This one was reported on 11/15/2015, but the date it occurred was June 9th, 1947. So that's pretty sweet. And I like this one too because I guess, well, of course, he doesn't, old man or whoever this was, didn't
Yeah.
have, in 1947, he didn't have a phone in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to tell a really good story here. You know he's going to tell a really good story. So it says location, Corpus Christi, Texas. Shape was a fireball. 1947 fireball incident in space. Gentlemen, I have no time for joking or lying as I am 74 years old now. I want to tell it in the voice of an old man.
Yeah.
As I'm 74 years old now. And I have to say this before I go to my grave. Some people will find out what happened in 1947. I don't remember what month it was. Dang, being an old man hurt my throat, dude.
Yep.
I don't remember what month it was, but it was like maybe in the spring. I love, dude, you know, when you're old, when you're like, you tell a story and you're like, it was the summer of 75. And he's like, it was me and Trey and all these guys were doing a comedy show. I love that he tells a story and he goes the year and then followed by the season. So when I was a young boy in 1947, I remember me and another boy sitting next to a wire fence outside, next to the street. It was a clear night sky and we could see the stars at night when he suddenly said, "That star's moving. Look up." I looked up and saw that the stars were not moving, as he had said. What I saw was a real bright fireball moving from one star to another. Oh, wow. I haven't read this whole story. Moving from one star to another and stay there in that star. And then he said, "Look, there's another one moving." There were more fireballs moving to other stars in different directions as well, but not crisscrossing. And it only took less than a minute for the fireballs to reach the other stars. We observed this happening for about 10 minutes. Now you tell me how far it is from one star to another, probably millions of miles. I would guess. I will leave that to the experts. Now, I have seen many people report UFOs in the sky, but in space and in 1947, were there any rockets traveling that far then? Then I thought to myself, well, tomorrow we will find out more about this when people looking up with their telescopes will report what they saw at night, but nothing happened. I never saw any reports like that. And nothing on the radio either. I have been trying to tell this story for a long time, but who will believe me? And also, I have never known where to report it till now. Dang.
Yep.
1947, he reported it in 2015. Dude, he held on to that for like 700 years.
He's eating them alive.
Yeah. I hope people will believe me and pass the story along to other people who might wonder what is up there and possibly coming to Earth as UFOs. To me, this a hell of a story. I'm thinking he meant to say this. He can't even talk anymore about that story.
It's so old.
This is a hell of a story, just because of time travel, the fireballs, just because the travel time the fireballs took to reach other stars. Thanks for listening. All right, thanks, Mr. 1947 guy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't post anybody's name. They don't post anybody's name on there. Yeah, so I guess it's all like
so they don't sound crazy.
Yeah, so it don't sound crazy. But dude, lights bouncing from stars to stars.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yep. And it's like back then, like you didn't want to tell anybody what you saw because, they might, you might lose your job.
Yeah,
or
and
old Earl's crazy.
Yeah, what he said too there was he said, I can't wait to hear other people talking about it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
nobody
talked about it. He never heard about it. So
No.
he's like, man, I gotta tell the story. And I wonder if he kept it in for all those years until 2015,
He probably did.
or if he had been telling people like his whole life. I saw a UFO once, or I saw flaming fireballs jumping from stars to stars.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to see if there would get any reports, right?
Yeah.
And we read any
Like
reports.
the next night, like,
Yeah.
when you see something,
You said
tell people.
I remember you telling me the other day that the Ray story was in the newspaper.
Yes. So, and I know you were like doing your research when I told you
Yes,
about
I
that.
did. I subscribed to the Caller Times archives, and I looked around the dates. Dude, I looked like 4 years.
Golly.
From 2000 to 2004, looking for any local stories of UFOs. And not on that website. I mean, maybe I need to go to the library and check,
Yeah.
or go to Caller Times. I don't even know if there's an actual building anymore, and check. But they I didn't find anything.
I know, and that's what's creepy, because like when I told this story to one of my helpers back, years ago, and he didn't believe me, so he starts Googling stuff, and he ended up finding the article, and he was like, look, check it out. It is there. You weren't lying. And I was like, I told you I wasn't lying. And it mentioned all the phone calls to the police station and this and that about UFOs and whatnot. And I was like, dang.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah.
we're
And then
gonna-
it's like gone, like disappeared. It's like, why would they do that? Because I think it was Elon Musk that had built something early on in his career and was flying things around and didn't want people to know. Because like I said, it sounds just like the
I
Tesla.
mean, early on, Elon Musk was only doing PayPal. So,
Oh, okay.
no, I don't know. I know he did create PayPal. So if you hate Elon Musk, don't use your PayPal.
Yeah.
Put it that way. No, but yeah, no, that's wild. And I looked at a bunch of other stuff too, right? Just to see if everything else would pop up. I've been in the newspaper a couple of times. Those pulled up. My brother-in-law's been in the newspaper a couple of times. Some of my friends have been in the newspaper a couple of times. And all these articles from the early 90s, 2000s, anytime you mention my name or my brother-in-law's name, my friend's name, everything would pop up. So, and I could find it easily. And I don't know if that's because it was a name or what, but I searched UFO, and a lot of it's TV guide stuff. Like, you know how they used to have the TV guide, the newspaper?
Yeah.
So all of it was like UFO show 7 o'clock, UFO show 7 o'clock, or whatever it was. But yeah, no, that's pretty wild.
And shout out to Lito sending me pictures of him back in his boxing days.
Oh yeah,
All swole.
we're
And,
not gonna talk about that.
okay, sorry.
I'm swollen a different way now.
Nice swollen.
Yeah, I'm swollen. Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's super cool. Those are the two stories we read. If you want to go read more, I think we'll do a couple more, or maybe a couple of episodes if it doesn't take up too much time.
Yeah.
But it's newforce.org, and you can actually pull up a map. There's a map of all the sightings that have been reported around the world.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so you can pull up, and for some strange reason, California has the most.
Really?
Yeah. So
It's because they're by the water. Because I think the aliens are hiding in the water.
we're by the water, guy.
Yeah, but not that water. There's a lot more water over there.
There's a lot more water over it. Not the Gulf of America water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to go read some stories of your own, I'll probably stick to the local ones. I'll read some of those, and check those out. And I really want to dig into the newer ones because there's a lot of videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff because like all those pilots and stuff that now like all those declassified things have been coming out. And I heard on another podcast they're like talking about how those pilots, like if they were to say that, hey, we saw something and they sounded crazy, then they would like take away their pilot license and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what, you can't fly with us anymore.
Yeah.
You're crazy. So nobody ever said anything.
Yeah.
And now that these things have became like declassified, now these pilots are coming out with their stories and be like, no, we saw this, we saw that, we saw that.
It makes a lot of sense. I told the story on the other podcast. I'm gonna tell it again. Well, I'm not gonna tell the whole thing here, but it just goes back to that, right? And it was a guy in Mexico who had just started flying, and something strange happened to him. If you guys want to know the story, message us and the respond if you please. DMs, whichever, anywhere. We check them all. Respond in there that you want to hear the Mexico pilot story, and I'll send you the link. But something weird happened to him, and this was like I think in the 90s as well. And he had just gotten his pilot license as he was flying, and then something crazy happened, and then they were questioning him, and he's like, "Dude, like, why would I sabotage myself?"
Yeah.
So then once this incident happened, they pulled his like pilot's license and they pulled all kinds of stuff from him. So he never like flew again. So and like you were saying, like why would he like out himself?
Yeah.
Why would he talk about something that he knows that it's gonna ruin him for the rest of his life?
Yeah.
So but now with the videos and everybody and stuff like that. And on the New Force website, all the videos, all the new posts. I only read like 3 or 4 the other day, but they look like all of them either have videos or pictures.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the last 10 years, 2015 or 2010, all those, like all the cameras are good, or when, I don't even know when the iPhone was invented.
Did you see that new video with that one where they shot it with the missile? It was like an unidentified thing, and they shot it, and that missile just like ricocheted. It just like, and then just kept going.
Yeah, I'm saving those for.
Oh, okay. For later on. All right, sorry.
But no. I've seen it, bro, and I don't know if I want to post them on the page or post them where, but yeah, it's like a surveillance videos. It's like a surveillance video from the pilot, and this thing it explodes, and then it like all of a sudden like comes right back together.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild.
That is cool.
Shout out to everybody in the chats. South Texas Hunts. I can't read. South Texas Hunts. The Slow Roast, Blake. Of course,
what up, Blake?
All you guys. Thank you for listening and tuning in. What's next? Where are we going? Where are we going from here?
You had some topics.
I know I did have some topics. Let's see.
That's your notes.
New Force story. Oh, the baptisms.
Oh,
We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go from aliens to Holy Ghost. The Holy Spirits.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you been baptized?
When I was little. I mean, not like recently.
Did it? Why you say it like that? Why do you go like?
Because I might
not like recently.
I might need it again. I don't know. So
I like the way you say it. You're like not.
I mean, I
think right now.
Yeah,
when I was a baby.
Yeah, when I was a baby. Yeah.
Like when you're a baby, like they dunk you in the water, like.
From what I remember,
like with the gloves. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, the little white gloves.
Little white gloves
put it on you, and they just
like the little what is it, like a wedding tux?
Yeah. The little white suit.
Yeah.
Like I know I have my godparents and stuff like that. So I know I was baptized. I just don't remember like.
But not like a full like John the Baptist where you go under water and you come out a new man and all that kind of stuff.
No.
You're like
nothing like that.
Why do you smirk for it? You're like there's something.
I think I need it. I think it's coming soon.
You're like. I want it, but I don't know if I really want to let it all go. I don't know if I want to wash it all away.
I'm gonna burn.
I saw one the other day, and I thought it was hilarious. We're gonna play it here if we can. There it is. First of all, I love his swag.
Yep.
It's got this buff dude is, and this is no knock on him. Whatever we're gonna say, right? Like, hey, dude, you're living for Jesus. Go for it.
Yep.
But we're just gonna have a little fun here. But yeah, he's got a Jesus shirt and
with the ACDC.
Yeah, the same font as ACDC. You don't have to go loud. Still get you up here. So, Jake, this is Jacob Smith, by the way. He comes along, he did profession today, and following through and believe in baptism. So, Jacob, do you believe that Jesus is the Son of God and take away sins for the world?
Sir. And have you accepted Jesus for the forgiveness of your sins?
Yes, sir.
Then I baptize you now, my brother, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Woo, amen, brother. All right, dude. There's so much going on in that video. First of all, I like how he did like the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, like the monkey.
Yeah.
When he the emoji when he covered his mouth, he's like, "All right, we're going under." We're going or you can call it the Bane. I like that. That was awesome. But, bro, did you see that soup?
The soup?
The soup.
You
didn't see the soup? Can you pull that up one more time? Maya, please?
What's those soup?
Yeah, you just pause it like a still frame.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, look
that
at that.
nasty water, dude. That's
Yeah, like look,
that's an Oasis River water, dude. Like that's
they pull actual water from the Jordan.
Yeah.
Like jeez,
Yep.
like look at that, and he went last.
oh.
So was
all
that
that
water
funk.
clear at one time, dude? Like how much sin is in there, dude? Like look at it, like
Baptizing homeless people,
Like,
They
what-
just clean them all.
dude, like he's like baptizing them in faux broth.
Yeah,
That's literally what it looks like, or like
miso soup. That's some miso soup.
me so holy,
Miso Jesus.
dude. But look how bad it is, bro. Like
Oh, that's nasty.
If I would've been last-
I didn't even pay attention to
if
that.
I would have, dude, if I would have been him and I would have been last and be like, you know what,
I'll go first.
I'll go first next time.
Yep.
Like I would have made up any excuse not to get dunked in that bone broth there, dude. Dude, that is wild, dude. The fact that he just like, oh, let's go, and then the fact that they're like, let's not crop it at the waist, right?
Yeah.
Like let's not crop this video at the waist. Let's just let it rip.
Oh, dude, that's so nasty. When you said that to me earlier, I did not see that.
I thought you were gonna,
soup.
I thought
didn't-
you were gonna notice it.
No, the thing I noticed is when he got out, like he like got dunked and then just immediately like walked out like he
Oh, he
like,
turned his head.
dude, look at him. Like maybe he had his mouth open or something after all and tasted it.
Yeah.
And was just like, I'm
He's like,
out of here.
Yeah, he turns and dude, I bet
dips.
you it stunk, dude. I bet you the water. And he's like, oh crap. This is
He's
gross.
like, why did I do that?
He's like-
He wanted to go take a bath immediately, dude. Like he just got up and just like left. No, like didn't shake his hand, no hug, no nothing. He just said, nope, I'm out of here.
I bet you it's the water,
It's
dude.
probably the water. Before I saw the water, I thought maybe like he saw something like as he got, he saw the
Yeah.
face of Jesus and freaked out. Was like, oh man, it's real. And then like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
type
no,
deal.
or he smelled the stank of Jesus that was in there before him.
Oh, dude, that's
Oh,
so
that's
nasty.
funny, dude.
Yeah, I did not notice that water, but that's some miso soup. for sure.
Baptisms are awesome. But as a comic, dude, it's just hard to watch like a baptism, and somebody goes up, and I'm like, "Say, bruh, like you just got baptized 6 months ago. This is a baptism, not a body wash. Like, what are we doing here, guy?
You got to cleanse that soul every so often.
Do you really?
I don't know.
Or you just
I mean, maybe some.
Hey, you know what?
Some people would do that, get baptized, and then go back to their same ways, and then they're like, you know what, let me do it again.
I need a good public washing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, oh, forgive me for last night, and you're just like, all right, let me
You're like,
let me get baptized
Let
today.
me get baptized today.
Yep, every Sunday.
But be honest, if you saw that water,
I wouldn't do it. No, I'm like, I'd take me outside in the back. Like, I'm not gonna step foot in there. Like, I love the Lord, but yeah,
but
no,
we ain't doing this.
no, we're not doing that.
Man, yeah, that's pretty wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't imagine like walking up and seeing how
Yeah.
dirty that is, and just being like, all right, I'm doing this for the
Yeah,
Lord.
and I'd never because I've been going to church, here and there, and I've been seeing people getting baptized and stuff, and the water's not like
Yeah,
that.
but shout out to him for committing, like
Yeah,
sticking
yeah,
to his
for sure.
guns, not falling into temptation and being like, nah, I'm out.
Yep.
Gigs, you got any gigs lined up?
Gigs? No, I don't got any gigs lined up. I'm
You
just
got
waiting.
you got a favorite gig story?
Favorite gig story? Yes, I do. So this I still get chills thinking about it, and I remember getting off stage and I was shaking, dude, with adrenaline. So when I was here at Mesquite Street, right, and I was opening for Paul Rodriguez. And,
All right, dude. You're dropping names.
Nope,
bro.
sorry. Well,
We're dropping
the
names
Latin
here.
legend comedy, legend, Paul Rodriguez, and Javi was the host, Javi Luna, right? And so Javi, Paul Rodriguez was running late the first show. There was 2 shows.
Oh yeah.
First show, he was running late, and so Javi was like, "Hey, dude, I know I told you 7 minutes, but let's just do 3 minutes, and I'll give you 10 minutes on the second show." I was all badass. So I do my 3 minutes. All right, and then I get off stage. Javi gets on there, and he's like, "All right, guys, give it up for the legend, Paul Rodriguez," and everyone's clapping, yeah. And then like nothing. He's like, "Paul Rodriguez, yeah." Nothing. And so he was like, "Hey, hold on, let me go check on something." He goes, "Hey, Trey wanted to say something else. Like, let's go back on stage." And so and everyone's like, "Yay, Trey's coming back." And I get up there and I was so mad because I always record my sets like audio, but I had already closed the app and the crowd was cheering that I was getting back on stage, and I'm trying to find the app quick and I couldn't find it. I said, man, screw it. Like I just left it there. And so I did my other like 3 minutes that I was supposed to do. And then I was like, all right, I said, hey, is Paul back here? And then he was like, no. Like I hear somebody say no. And then I was like, okay,
Do it.
what?
Hey, is Paul back there?
Hey, is Paul back here?
No.
Dude. So then I did another little 2-minute story, right? And then I was like, all right, hey, Paul is back here. And that's when I hear,
No.
yep, I hear somebody, Brandon, tell me, he goes, hey, just stay up there and we'll tell you when to get off. I said, okay, dude. And I was like coming up, like, mind you, I've been doing comedy for like a year maybe. And I was doing like every little bit that I had that I could come up with. And dude,
So like this one time at baseball practice?
yeah. And so I ended up going, the last thing that I had, I mean, I had stuff that was in my notes that was making fun of my car, making fun of this, like all this stuff I've never tried, like open mic, and I'm doing it in front of 280 people, and people are laughing, they're enjoying it. And I was like, this is cool. And then when I get to the last thing that I can think of, right before I hit like the punchline, I hear, hey, I'm here. And I look and he's there and he has his little hat on. And I was like,
perfect.
dude,
That was the perfect poetry.
yeah.
Hey, I'm here, man.
Hey, man, I'm here, man. And I was like, oh, thank God. And I was like, guys, give it up for Paul Rodriguez. Dude, and I got off stage and I did something like 30 minutes, dude. And I was shaking, dude, with adrenaline as I got off stage. And I went to the back and I just got me a beer and I just.
And this had to have been
breath.
like 2016.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, 2016, 2017. And then so afterwards, when the second show happened, and then I started talking to Paul like afterwards, and I was like, hey man, what happened? Like, if you mind me asking. He was like, oh, my watch is still set to California time.
Oh.
He's like, so I thought I had 2 hours. Javi went, and Javi told me that he went to his hotel, knocked on the door, and he's still in his boxers. And Paul was hey, what time does the show start? He goes, it started 5 minutes ago. And he was like, or 10 minutes ago. He was like, oh crap, let me get dressed. So they got dressed and they hauled ass to the comedy club.
Wow.
And I was like,
wild.
dang, yeah, like that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
When I hosted for Pauly Shore, a fight broke out at a table, and that was weird. During his set, like he's there, dude. This table right in front of me. They just started fighting, and then like the whole table kind of started fighting, and then so like the cops came and everyone was like taken out. But I remember this other comic, man, I forgot his name, but he like grabbed Pauly like if he was like the president and was like, let's go, and like took him to the back door, dude. It was just like, and he was like, man, and Pauly Shore came out and was like, oh man, that was crazy. That's never happened to me before. And I was like, yeah, I was like, dang,
He finished the show?
yeah. Oh yeah. He finished the show.
Gangsta.
They brought him back out. But the way that they like ducked him down, like if he was a president, like, hey, come with me, Pauly. Like,
Nah.
save you. I'll save you.
Yeah,
So-
I wouldn't. I've been at a gig once and there was a fight and I was like, all right, I'll see y'all later. And I just walked out. I'm like,
For real?
yeah. I mean, it was an open mic, but I was like, all right, I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Oh
And
man.
I just left. Yeah, anything crazy like that, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to get caught in the middle of this.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was a correction officer for 3 years. And so when I saw the fight broke out, like just my natural correction officer kicked in, like, hey, break it up. But then I was like, no, you know what? Let me just watch this. Like, what? I already did my time on stage.
No.
So.
I'm not in any position anywhere to be like, hey, let's break it up.
Yeah.
Unless it's like family or something like that. Other than that, it's like, all right, you guys handle it the way you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, those are both wild stories. But we've seen a lot, dude. I mean, over the
Over 10 years.
Yeah, if you're
you've seen
saying
a lot.
10 years, I think I've been at it for like 12 years. And it's just every night's different, bro.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Every
different.
night's different. Every crowd is different. Sometimes your jokes hit, sometimes they don't hit as well, and sometimes
Yeah.
they don't. Sometimes they don't hit at all, bro.
No, dude. Sometimes I do. When I don't hit, like I take it deep. I remember going out like to open mics, and I'm so excited to tell this joke, and then I go there and like just dead silence, and I'm just like, damn, dude. So then like I would take like 2 months off of comedy. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this again. This sucks. And it's like, yeah, I think I bombed probably about 3 times, like horrible, like just like nasty. And I
To
was
where
like,
you're
this
like, no, I'm
sucks.
good. Yeah. No, dude. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I've called you a couple of times, and be like, dude, where you been at? And you're just like,
Yeah.
either going through something personally or just like, dude, I just don't have time to be funny.
Yeah.
Or I'm just too busy, or it's just I don't want to be out there. Which I mean, we all go through it.
Yeah, but I mean, comedy is like therapy. Like if I know there's certain days, like when I know it's open mic and I'm having a crappy day, you know, it's like let me get on stage. Let me just go over there, because when you're on stage, it's just you and the audience.
Yeah.
Like nothing, no relationships, bills, no nothing is on your mind. It's just you and the crowd, and so that's a good 5 to 10 minute therapy session for yourself.
For me, if the set goes bad, I'm ready to go to sleep for 36 hours. If the set goes good, I'm ready to stay up for like 36 hours. Like you get there's an adrenaline rush to where your mind's just going. I don't know if that's the same for you, but for me, for sure. Like if I have a great set and we finish and it's like 11 o'clock or the show's over, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing after this?
Let's go do something. Everybody else is like, no, dude. Like I go home and lights are off, kids asleep, my wife's falling asleep or whatever the case is, and I'm there in bed just wide awake like a crazy person.
Yeah,
thinking about how awesome, how funny I was and how great I did.
Yep. At an open mic.
Yeah, and everybody, at an open mic or whatever it is, right? And then everybody else is just like, dude, go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, we're all asleep. I don't know if that's the same for
No,
you.
yeah. Like like I said, I record audio every time I go on stage. So like as soon as I leave a comedy club, like I put it on my vehicle and I'm listening to it and I'm like judging myself. And, you know, people are like, oh, how'd your show go? And I'm like, I did good. Like, you know, like I'm not like, oh, I killed it, you know, this and that. Like I'm just like, cause I don't know, the way I see it, like no matter how funny you are, somebody's more funny, you know? So it's like, dude. So I kick myself in the butt a lot for that, but I'm just like, oh no, it went good. You know, I'm not going to like, oh yeah, I signed autographs tonight and people wanted pictures with me tonight. Like, you know, I'm not going to, I don't know, brag about that type of deal, but it's just like, no, like I did good. Like, you know, or especially if it's just like an open mic, like,
so your writing process now, like, what are you doing now?
So my writing process is a little different. So like, I know a lot of people like telling new jokes all the time, you know, but the way I see it kind of different. Is like, I know I have my 3 main topics that I can walk off the stage with. And I know how to make those. When I first started telling them, they were like 3 minutes long. And now I can make it into a full story to where it's like 7 minutes long or 10 minutes long for that one topic. And then you take that topic and you just keep hitting it. And once it works, it works. So now what are you going to do to make it better?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, oh, it worked, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
No, add more to it, twist it around. Like, you know, do something different.
Do the beginning at the end and do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Sometimes I'll do like the last punch at the beginning and the first punch at the end.
Yeah.
And turn it around and see what like how I can get it. But also like last time I saw you, you were doing more personal stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know for a long time, I mean, you're silly, right? You're funny.
Yeah.
And that stuff, I mean, it was funny regardless. And then you were talking about some personal stuff and I was like, oh, dang. But it hit hard, dude.
Yeah.
Like it hit hard. I don't know if that's what, like you're like, if that's just like something you're going through right now, or you're still like, you know what, let's do more personal stuff.
Yeah. Well, so like, okay, so this year, right? You know, in the beginning of the year, got a divorce, you know, she walked out on me. I took it hard, you know, that month. I took it really hard. And then I was like, hold on. And then like I would catch myself like at home crying and then be like, hold on, this is funny. You know, like let me write this down. So there I am, you know, writing jokes and stuff about what I'm going through, because whatever you're going through, somebody else is going through the same thing or probably worse. You know, so if you can laugh about it, about yourself, then you're going to make other people laugh and feel better about the situation. Yeah. And that's what I've been doing. So like now, like I got a lot more of that material going on and stuff, and it's been working. Yeah. And I like it.
Yeah. And last time I saw you, Melissa went with me. She doesn't go out very much with me, but she went with me. And when we left, her and I both were like, dang, he said it, like he went there and he like brought all the emotions out. Yeah. And, you could tell it was like from the heart. It was truthful. And the fact, like you just said, like, you're like, all right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to laugh at my situation. Yeah. Or laugh at what's going on.
You can't stop me.
Because
you can't stop me.
At the end of the day, bro, like if you're a comedian and you can't laugh at whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's it's pointless, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to sit there and not soak in the truth and know, like, all right, this is my situation.
Yeah.
Like, let's make the best of it. And I saw you did that when I saw you the last time, and I was like, dang! And you really got to stretch your legs on that show too.
Yeah, that was like my first time really like headlining, getting to do the whole like 30 minutes type deal.
Yeah.
And
That's why we
was
went
cool.
too. I said, my mijo's headlining, and my brother's headlining, so we need to go.
Yeah, and I mean that was fine. I really love hosting. I love hosting because when you're the host, like you're the first comic that somebody sees.
Yeah.
So if you're not excited or get the crowd excited, the crowd's gonna be like, "Oh man, this show's gonna be boring." If you're one of the comics that just go up there and just like blah 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 blah
That's
blah
me.
blah, that's you.
That's me, dude. That's why I hate hosting. I can host. I can get everybody engaged.
Yeah.
I can make sure they're all listening. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, what's going on? Or,
Yeah.
like, that's how I feel. Not that every host is like that, but I don't have that energy.
Yeah.
So when I'm on and when I do tell my jokes, I feel like I'm real monotone. I mean, I go up and down, right? But I'm real monotone and I'm like pretty chill for the most part.
Yeah.
Like to have all that energy. That's why
Yeah.
I hate hosting, bro.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
love
I
it.
can do it and I will do it if somebody asks me. But like, even when I put on my own shows, I'm like, dude, I try to find another host.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather just hear somebody call my name, come out from the back, and then be like, all right, cool. It's my turn to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like being the first one just to get it out of the way, make sure everyone's awake
Yeah.
type deal. Bring that energy.
Yeah, for sure. Bueno, I think we're at that point. We're going to do some closing arguments or closing thoughts. You got any closing thoughts?
No,
Episode
I don't even
1?
know. Episode 1, dude. No, just thank you. I'm excited, like, because I want to hear more of people's alien stories and stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're gonna be like,
I'm still trying to figure it out. Like how much of that do I want to put in here? How much comedy? How much Jesus talk?
Yeah.
I mean, today it was just fiddling around, right? Kind of figuring it out. I think I'll fine tune it and figure it out. But no, I'm glad you were on. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm glad this is working out with Corpus Christi Originals and Jesus and the guys. It's a great partnership. But in closing, I pray, right? That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
If you have time, meditate, pray, read your word, listen to the people around you, listen more than you speak, right? And just be thankful, right?
Yeah. Be grateful
Be grateful, right?
for what you have.
How fitting is it that we're in? It's the week of Thanksgiving. It's the week of Thanksgiving, and we're here talking about being thankful.
Yeah, for sure.
So with that, Lord, thank you for a great week. Thank you for a great day. Thank you for everything that we have, everything that we don't have, the necessities, the wants, the needs, everything in this life. It's all in vain because one day it's all going to be gone. Thank you, Lord, for a great week and all our friends and our family. Spend time with your friends. Spend time with your family. Go out of your way to see them, even if they annoy you. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother, so you live long. You have long days on this earth. So it is a commandment from the Lord to honor them. Spend time with your family. Have a great week. Love you guys. See you next time.
Happy
Comment
Thanksgiving.
on. Let's do. I'm gonna read some comments during the show. But let's start doing. If you guys want to comment on the YouTube video, and especially like on the Apple Podcast, the comment section there, I'd really appreciate it. You got any stories or you got any feedback? Send it to the respond if you please .podcast email. That's RIYP.podcast@gmail.com. I'm trying to cover everything before we get out of here. But comments, if you leave comments on the Spotify, the Apple, we will start reading comments in the middle of the show. I don't know. I have ADD, so I don't know how well I can do reading comments. But thank you to everybody who did comment on the live stream. Love the comedy talks from Corpus Christi Originals. That was the last comment. Thank you guys for all listening. Corpus, the world, the universe, we love you. See you next time.